Welcome back, guys, and this is More from Men. I bet you're wondering, Keelan, where have you been? You've been ghost. Why haven't you been posting? I get it. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've been going through a lot of things recently. And with my consistency journey and just really working on myself and working towards something, it's just been really difficult on my mental. So here's what they don't tell you about sacrifices. So it's like this. You can't have something you want without sacrificing something, whether that be your time, whether that be your money, your patience, even some of your values. Like if you want money, you have to go through a great deal depending on how much money you want. So no matter what you do in this life, you have to sacrifice something. And when it comes to me, I feel like I'm starting to really question, are my sacrifices really worth what I want? See, what a lot of people tell you is that, you gotta do this, you gotta grind hard, you gotta be, you just gotta be this hard-working person, you gotta work 60 hours a week, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta build that business, you gotta build that brand. But then they don't tell you about the side effects. They don't tell you about the loneliness. They don't tell you about just how far away you feel from people. I was in school, I missed out on a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Go to the gym, do training, right? After that, probably end around 7:38. After that, go take a shower, maybe eat, maybe not, who knows. After I'm through eating, straight to my office, start my homework early. When my work hours were set, immediately started work. If I had any to do at all, if I didn't have any to do, straight to homework. The entire time, I worked 4 hours on Monday, 4 hours on Tuesday, 3 hours on Wednesday, and literally the whole time I was there, if I wasn't doing homework, I was doing something, whether it was business related or anything, and it just took up what felt like so much of my time. And even if I wasn't doing any work, I was reading, because I was just that dedicated to not letting myself be idle. And it's been specific times, I remember people would ask me to hang out, people would ask if I want to do this, people would ask if I want to just go play pool or do ping pong or anything, and I just sit there and be nah, I'm good, just so I can go and finish something early. And then now I sit here and I still have those same habits. With my brothers always ask me Keelan, can we go outside? And I'm no, I gotta record. And they'd be Keelan, can we do this? And I'd be no, I gotta edit this. And they'd be Keelan, can we do this? I'd be no, I gotta clean up. I'd be and it's just this cycle. And it really didn't even hit home till I came home for Christmas break. And it felt I saw all my friends on Snap, and they just looked, they were having fun. And the thing about it was, one of my friends asked me if I wanted to come. They asked me, and I said no, because I had to watch my brothers. And it's, when you get in this habit of always having something to do, always having some type of responsibility, always having some type of obligation, it becomes tiring. It becomes stressful. You just feel caged. And that's what I felt like. And I was just did I make a mistake? Should I have spent my time a little differently? Should I have did I not balance my time right? And then I started getting these super bad mood swings. It was ridiculous. One moment I'd just be super happy. Super happy. I'd be bubbly, laughing, goofy. And then one word could just ruin my whole mood. Everything I did seemed pointless or repetitive or just outright redundant. Or it's if I did anything wrong, it just felt like I should just throw it all away. And it made me question my ability to do things. And it was strange because I thought that was an insecurity that I broke from a very long time ago or a while ago, and it came back like that quick. So it started to affect like my relationships with people, like my friends at school. Like I remember, because I was just in my office all the time, like, and just working so hard, I would be tired and I would snap on people, and I would get in moods where I would just want to be by myself, but I would force myself to be near people, because you got to realize, like, I was probably by myself like 75% of the day, or like 85% of the day. Like, I'm already a people person. And so, like, when you sit here and you in a bad mood, when all you really wanted to do was hang out with the people you wanted to hang out with, like, it's just so frustrating. And then you sit here and you think, like, what's wrong with me? Like, there has to be something wrong with me. Like, I'm literally a walking contradiction. And it affected my relationship with, like, my super close friends from, like, back from high school, and my girlfriend. And even my girlfriend, she had to come and tell me, like, yeah, Keelan, like, you've been very emotionally unavailable. And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You know, like, and then even they were telling me, like, yeah, you know, you doing this, or like, you know, sometimes you're like this, or like that. And then, like, I was like, no, I'm not. I was like in denial. And I had to, like, one day I think I caught myself. And it's just like a thought I had, like, it was so egotistical, it was so prideful, it was so judgmental. And I was like, this is not me. Like, it just put things in perspective, because I realized I lost sight of everything, like the point of everything. Like, the reason I did those, like the you know, the videos, and I did like my fitness stuff, I lost purpose in it. And I started to feel other things with that purpose, and that's where I messed up. Because at that point, the things that I once loved made me miserable. And trust me, people, when things make you miserable, like, at that point, they just become so much of a chore that they just eat you alive. And the thing about it is, like, you know, being alone and just thinking so negatively about myself and losing purpose in those things turned like an extroverted person like me into an introvert. And it went even more downhill somehow, because every conversation I had with, like, a person I knew, like, I was comfortable with, just felt awkward. It felt wrong. It felt like I didn't deserve to speak to that person just because I gave so much time to myself. I felt like I was selfish and I didn't deserve their time. I didn't deserve their attention. And I just would have terrible thoughts. Like, so it's like I'd have the combination of the mood swings, have a mood swing, do something, you know, slightly disrespectful, if I'm being honest, or say something a little out of line, and then I just feel like, yeah, that person hates me. Like, there is no way that this person is ever going to talk to me again. And then it's like my mind would convince me that that was how it was supposed to be. You know, like, it's just like, when I think about, like, even I had a phone call, right, with like a group of my friends. So one of my friends and his girlfriend was in there, and then like another couple of friends, my girlfriend. And I was just talking wild, and I was just in the dark, and I didn't even want to be in the call. She put me in it. But like, I came back just because like I felt obligated to do so. And I was just saying some off the wall stuff. Like, I was just like that. And the thing about it is, I didn't even mean it the way I said it. Like, I had a completely different meeting, but I was sitting there and I was saying these things. And after the phone call, I just felt terrible. Like, I was like, I'm such a terrible person. And then my mind just goes, yeah, you are a terrible person. So what? Like, you think good people, like, you know, good people in the world get stepped on. You know, what is being good get you in the world? And that used to just stick in my mind. And when I sit here and I try to do better and then it doesn't work, I go back to that mentality. And my mind just kept convincing me, like, this is in your best interest. Like, this is gonna make you better. It's okay to be alone. Being alone makes you stronger. You've always been alone to a degree. So when you sit here and you keep having those thoughts, and you start to believe those things. So it's like talking to people became a chore. It was like aggravating. And it got to a point where, you know, sometimes I would just avoid people on purpose throughout the day, just so I wouldn't have to, you know, have a conversation with anybody. Like, I don't want to be asked about how I'm doing. I don't, you know, want to have small talk. I don't even really want to know about your day. Like, I just really, it got to a point where, you know, if you had nothing to offer me, if I felt like there was just absolutely no value in the conversation, like, I didn't even want to check up on you to a degree. Like, I just wanted to be completely, like, goal oriented. I wanted to just keep moving forward, and I just wanted to keep being productive. And if you wasn't doing that for me, it's just like I didn't need you. And let me tell you this, people. You need people. I don't care how intelligent you are. I don't care how strong you are, how endurant you think you are, you know, how persistent you think you are. You know, you're human. And don't hurt the people that are good to you, you know, that treat you right, that show you respect, that value you. Don't treat them like crap because of your ego and your pride. Let go of those beliefs that you're better than people. And most importantly, go be great.